It's not my nighttime devotion with y'all. It is actually my now morning time. Had a lot longer night at work than I intended and long drive home, and here I am in my nightly devotions for the next 97 or more days after this one. We're on day 3 of Annie's book, and today's title is You Are Braver Than You Know. We are. Whether you turn to the right or to the left, your ears will hear a voice behind you saying, "This is the way. Walk in it." Isaiah 30:21, and that's the NIV version of it. And he says, in October 2007, I started to feel something unsettled in my spirit. That's the best way I can describe it. After weeks of this weird feeling, I felt like I had to really pray and ask God to direct me. I sensed I was supposed to make a change, but I just didn't know what that change was. Hi guys, hi ladies, hey Tatalia. Sorry. So I asked God, and my heart kept hearing that it was time for a move to Nashville. And after a few months of wrestling, I did it. I cried the entire drive, 3.5 hours. Now I know I wasn't leaving for a town halfway around the world yet. But this Georgia girl would be moving farther away from home than she ever dreamed. Friend, you need to know this. I never felt brave. I never had a moment of extreme courage or belief that this was going to be the best decision I had ever made. I just did the next thing. Quit my job, sold my house, packed my belongings, pointed north until I crossed the state line, and didn't stop until I saw the trademark of the Nashville skyline, the Batman building. I won't bore you with stories of the weeping and gnashing of teeth that occurred for the first weeks. Okay, she's more like me. Months after I moved, but it was terrible, painful, lonely. Can I say this again? I never felt brave. But day after day, I just did the next thing. Took the next step. Said the next yes. And God built a life for me in Nashville that I could not have dreamed up for myself. I may not have felt brave, but I was taking brave steps in obedience to God. If you and I sat down and you told me your story, I would be able to show you places where you made brave choices, even if you don't label them that way. You're probably already doing more than you realize. You are braver than you know. You know that, don't you? Now again, she's going to repeat in a little sidebar over here. I never felt brave, but day after day, I just did the next thing, took the next step, said the next yes. If you've got your notebooks handy, your pen, paper, tablet, computer, whatever you're going to do, it's a hard thing to do for some, it's easy for others, but journal this. Be brave. Think back on your life. Journal about 2 or 3 moments to start with that you or someone else might label as brave. They're out there. It can be brave just admitting that you were watching this with me tonight. It can be brave that you get up in the morning when your heart's broken. It can be brave to walk across the street and help a stranger do something. It can be brave to answer your phone when you know you don't want to speak to the person on the other end. It can be brave to wake up and start another day. It can be brave to get self-development. You can be brave to go to a pastor, a teacher, a friend, a confidant, someone you can trust, and talk to them when you're not feeling brave. You can do this. Grab your journal. Make a change. Say yes to the next step. You can do it. Thank you guys for joining me this morning, not night, like I normally try to do this. But thank you for those of you who are watching and caring, and let's pray for each other. Thanks so much. Have a good night, or good morning, good day, and God bless. This girl's tired and she's going to bed. Thank you all.